Hello, and thank you again for subbing for my class. I just wanted to talk to you about the advisory class specifically. This is pretty simple and straightforward. This is how I like to organize the online content for the kids. Um, and so I sent you over email. Let's see. A few videos that have discussion pieces as well as little activities for the kids to complete. And so I've started that this lesson with the first video here. And so if the kids aren't able to click this for whatever reason, they have the link down here because some kids were having issues with that. Um, so again, do what you want with this notebook. I've decided to do Choose Love overall. So Choose Love is just a program. It's an enrichment program, and I'm going to get you added to this Google Classroom. And so there's curriculum for each grade level. I just did curriculum for grade 7 because I have most of the kids in this advisory class are 7th and 8th graders. There's like a couple 6th graders, but it applies for it's basically the same curriculum for each grade level. I don't know what's different between the three. So this is just their online notebook. If you want, you can have them keep up with the table of contents. If that's just too much for you or them, you can just delete this page. I have here notebook expectations. There's audio included as well. So if you want the kids to, if it's just for them to refer back to if they don't understand any of these expectations. So the first lesson that you would do probably on Tuesday, because you meet with them Tuesday and Friday, you would just play this video for them. So what is your feeling going into the school year? I'm going to say into this school year. And what I would do if I were you, I would open the class with that. So what I like to do is I like to give a question. So while you're waiting for other kids to log into Zoom, I post a question for them to respond to in the Zoom chat. And so this could be the question for that. What is your feelings? What is your feeling going into the school year? Or you can say, I'm probably just going to say, what are your feelings going into the school year? So this first lesson is really just having them identify feelings and understanding that feelings are normal to have. And it's okay to have feelings. So this will get them brainstorming, and then they can watch the video. And then the video has the activity. And what I would do is it's up to you. If you would like to show them this video and watch it as a whole class, that might be good because some kids have been having issues with connectivity and not being able to play YouTube videos. So it might be best if you show them the videos and then you can kind of debrief and discuss the video after. And then, they can sign off. So I have them sign off and then sign back in like 10 minutes before the end of class to give them a little asynchronous time to work on their own. And then they can log into Zoom. Like you should be on Zoom waiting in case anyone has a question. And then I had kids, clicking that same Zoom link if they had questions while they were working on their asynchronous work time. So based off of this video, in this Flipgrid, answer the following questions. What is one fun fact about you, and what are you feeling going into this school year, and why? Once they have finished recording, respond to at least 2 other classmates with positivity. So really emphasize this. There are a few 8th graders who seem to be a little bit more resistant to this kind of stuff. So, and there are 6th graders in the class who are younger. So I want to make sure we remain positive at all times and just really emphasize it. So part of the activity in this video it's called I Dare You, Name It to Tame It. So they have to think of a feeling they've been feeling the last few days or the past week: exhausted, anxious, angry, relaxed, and they have to write a 6-word description of that feeling. So for example, If they felt annoyed this past week, the 6-word description would be every little thing bothers me. Every little thing bothers me, except that's 5 words. I'm going to just say really bothers me, just to give them an example. So it's like a 6-word memoir kind of thing. And so this, some kids might need a visual. So here's I'm just feeling annoyed. And you can take this out if you want, but it's just me trying to be engaging, I guess. Submit your 6-word description here. So this is a Flipgrid. They have to, so when they click here, they are going to have to log in. So they just have them log in with their Google accounts, which is their school Google accounts. So they're osci.us, and they'll be automatically taken to the Flipgrid. So name the feeling that you felt most this week, and then state your 6-word description about that feeling in the video. So they just have to record the video. So it gives them that. And okay. So, and then also have them type it down here just to show proof that they did the work. And then practice. So this is just something that they can do throughout the week. Anytime they're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, try 1 to 2 minutes of figure 8 breathing. Hold your palm up with the pointer finger on your other hand. Slowly trace the shape of a figure 8 on your palm. And so this is just to help them kind of whatever if they're feeling a negative feeling, how can they, like if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed, especially with this digital environment, how can they just kind of debrief and calm their mind down? This is a really great strategy. You're going to have to vocalize this and explain it to them, and maybe have them practice with you. And then so what you can do with these is that you can do these little lessons once a week, which you only meet with them twice. So it makes sense to do it once a week. Or you can just run through these every day or every class period you have with them for the first week, because there's only about 5. It's good to get them starting to get to know each other, and kind of it's like they're more like icebreakers, but then they're getting them into the thought process of, okay, this is the advisory class. Advisory is focusing on social emotional learning. So it's really this advisory class is just supporting the kids in dealing with the changes of school. And it can be really stressful for them, as you know. And so this right here is going into the next lesson. And this is the Choose Love lessons. And so this is great because it's literally just scripted lessons. So you don't really have to think much. I'm not a huge fan of the activities they have in here. Most of the activities seem to me like just really answering questions and stuff. I haven't gone through all of it, but the first unit at least, you might need to just kind of change it up a little bit and make it a little bit more engaging. But they learn basically how to, what does it mean to choose love? It focuses on courage, gratitude, forgiveness, compassion, and action. I kind of just took what was on there and I put it on these slides to make it more engaging. This is the introduction right here. Read or listen to this lesson's introduction. This right here is an introduction to the Choose Love movement and the purpose behind it. And so what I ended up doing for you and the kids is I just recorded myself reading this so they can click here and listen to the reading of this and why this program was started. And there's let's see, if you go, once you're added to the Google Classroom, you'll have access to these units. So there's a lot of teacher information in here that you should probably read and just get an idea of what it's going to look like, and how to have these conversations with the kids, because it can be pretty uncomfortable to talk about your feelings. Especially these kids they're going through different situations at home. Some are homeless, some are migrant ed, or some are migrant workers. Some kids are, foster youth. And so they might be uncomfortable discussing some of these things. So it gives you some really good tools and strategies for as an educator of how to have these conversations. So it literally has the objectives, the preparation that you need to do as a teacher. This is all scripted discussion. Of course, you can change it. So this right here would be this would be their journal. So this is where they kind of reflect on the information and the concepts that are being presented in the curriculum here. And so I have Padlets for them so once they read this lesson or listen to the lesson, here's a Padlet for them to kind of reflect and answer some questions. And so the questions that are listed here are, what challenges do you face on a day-to-day basis, or what do you expect to face in school? What skills do you think would help you overcome these challenges and to be successful? What are some things that you did in your previous grade to help you be successful and get through difficult situations? So what I would do is I would read the questions ahead of time before they click on this Padlet. So have this open. And maybe you can get some kids to just volunteer their initial ideas and then give them maybe 10 minutes to access this and start typing some of their answers. And then I would offer kids an opportunity to share at the end what they typed. You might also want to I was trying to find a good video, like a TED Talk to put in here. So I'm going to try and keep looking for one that you can just literally play. The class period is 65 minutes. So, it'll be enough time for you to kind of get through this. So what you could even do is you could even just do this whole thing probably in one class period, I would think. And then it would just go right into, so this would be for Tuesday. The video here, feelings, identifying feelings, answering in a Flipgrid. One fun fact about you, again, this is like, they're really kind of getting to know one another. Doing the 6-word memoirs, give them maybe 15 minutes, or I would even say 10 minutes to do that. And then getting into Choosing Love program, Profile of Courage. You are braver than you believe and stronger than you seem, smarter than you think. So it's really, all of this down here is really validating the feelings they could be having up here. So it connects pretty well. And so again, advisory is it's supposed to be simple, non-difficult, not challenging, just as a support, activities, fun activities they can do. And the kids will be testing this week. So they will be not looking to read or write a lot of things. So that's why I'm going to try and find maybe a video to plug in here for them. So there's that. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and email me.